Hello everyone and welcome. This is NXT Takeover. The end. The final show for the NXT brand, back where it all started at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, to end it all. We have 5 title matches coming up for you here tonight, including one from ECW, John Cena's Open Challenge, taking place later on this evening. And as well as that, we've already seen Brooklyn riot in response to what transpired the last time these two met. Will Orlando have the same when L.I.J and New Foundation meet for the NXT Tag Team Titles? And then the final match in NXT history to determine the final ever NXT Champion, Jay Lethal against The Miz. This, months in the making, and it boils over tonight. It is time for the end. And we are ready to get things going in this building. And so too is the Rainmaker himself. The former NXT champion, Kazuchika Okada, is in the building. And Orlando rising to their feet for Okada. The Rainmaker back where he swapped out WWE Gold for NXT Gold, where he was NXT champion, and a great one at that. NXT became symbolized in that moment with Okada. You think back to his feud with Corin in that time. Okada put this brand on the map, and he is here tonight to welcome us to the final edition of an NXT show. What a way to get things going here. What an arrival this is. I had no idea whatsoever that Okada was in the building, but here he is, soaking in every reaction he gets, returning back to where he cut his teeth in this company, and a proud NXT alumni as well. Okada soaking it all in, and these crowds soaking in Okada as well. He is in the building. He is here to put a smile on everyone's faces, and he is here, I would imagine, with something to say as well. The WWE champion in the building. Obviously, he might not have that after No Way Out is done, but as for right now, champ in the building, Rainmaker, with something to say. If ever you wanted to rally the troops, Kazuchika Okada just did it. Okada kicking off the show with a bang, getting the crowd on their feet, getting the locker room excited. This is what NXT is all about. And we are ready to kick things off with a bang here in terms of in-ring action. Okada already kicking things off with a bang, but in terms of the in-ring action, it is time to be blown away as we kick things off with the NXT Global Championship on the line. Brody King challenges the Stone Pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii. What a way to get us started here for TakeOver The End. One last run for NXT, and what a run they've already had to start things off through the words of Kazuchika Okada. And now we get the in-ring action from Brody King and Tomohiro Ishii. Brody King became the number one contender a few weeks back on NXT, defeated Kalisto to win the right. And you kind of knew that things were building between them and Ishii anyway. When they confronted one another backstage, they didn't back down for one another. They stared directly at one another as almost a who would blink first. Neither one did. Ishii came out and stood in the ring with King after he had defeated Kalisto to become the number one contender. Again, neither man flinched. Brody King believed, though, he saw fear in the eyes of Tomohiro Ishii. That was proven not to be true as Ishii and Brody King fought up the ramp at the end of the last edition of NXT in the Hammerstein Ballroom. And while these men are ready, and while these men will be making their entrances out, you better believe we are going to be in for one big fight here this evening to get us going. A great big hoss match for the NXT Global Championship. I cannot wait to see what will take place here. Crowd rises to their feet as well as the arrival of one man is apparent, the Stone Pitbull in the building. And this place loves him for it. Ishii is here, and he is ready to arrive with a bang on TakeOver The End. Won the Global Championship at TakeOver Brooklyn from Hideo Itami, retained it over it once before, and now looks to remain the final NXT Global Champion. Looks to leave with his arm raised high, the title aloft in that hand as well. Tomohiro Ishii, does he have the makings to be your final NXT Global Champion, or will Brody King take it away from him? These guys have been on a tremendous track record these last number of weeks and months, really. Brody King, since his arrival, which was only about 5 or 6 months ago, has only lost once, and that is to the man in the main event in Jay Lethal. He's only been pinned by that man. Ishii's had a rebound of form, really, ever since about TakeOver Chicago onwards. Ishii just bounced, and he made himself into a huge name on NXT, and with it, he made himself into the NXT Global Champion. You see Ishii and King standing down. You see how much of a height advantage Brody King has. Probably has a weight advantage as well, but that's not going to put the Stone Pitbull off from the fight that he's going to find himself in. Slapping the belt there as if to say to Brody King, you want it, you got to go through me to get it. And so here we go. Every bout here tonight, a title match. And we're kicking things off with a big one. And we'll be having big title matches all night long as well. So here we go. Brody King and Tomohiro Ishii. The NXT Global Championship is on the line. Here we go. We have talked, of course, plenty about the fate of NXT and the fate of the superstars in the brand. Well, remember, everyone you see here tonight, even the person who will step up to Cena's open challenge later on this evening, will be secured on a main roster contract once TakeOver is done. Every single person you see here tonight, male, female, and of course that person who will step up to Cena's open challenge will be on Raw, SmackDown, or ECW heading into the new series of Universe. So don't worry about a thing. Your favorite losers here tonight, don't worry. They're still going to be around a little while longer at the very least. So here we go between King and Ishii. Getting things off with a bang. Forearm knocks Ishii off his feet. Sent on splash from Brody King. Keeps him down, and he'll go for an early cover in this bout. And there'll be an early kick out as well. Out here, Brody King bringing in the heavy strikes here, and Ishii, for as much of a hard hitter as he is struggling right now. It seems to have a response to them. Big sit-out spine buster there from Brody King. Got all of it. Hooks the leg again here, trying to put Ishii away. And again, Pretty impressive count there, count of 2 on that one. So good stuff for the challengers so far. We know obviously there is no fear in Tomohiro Ishii. I don't think he knows the meaning of the word fear in all honesty. But then again, Brody King is the one getting off to the strongest start of the two of them. Massive knife edge chop there by King as well. Ishii, though, reminding us all why we call him the Stone Pitbull, because his head is as hard as stone, and he uses it as a weapon on Brody King there before coming in with that knee. Ishii, here we go. What a power bomb! Stacks him up after it. The cover is made. Is it all she wrote right now? Oh, the shoulders up in time from Brody King. Both guys looking for early covers in this contest, that's for sure. Look out here, another powerbomb maybe. Oh, never mind. King works his way out of it. Back body drops him down. Massive landing there for Tomohiro Ishii. And now a massive German suplex follows up as well from Brody King. And a heavy kick right in the chest as well. Look out now, traps the arm in. Crossface applied here. Look at the awkward angle that the neck of Tomohiro Ishii is at. I know he's pretty much living embodiment that you don't need a neck in order to be a human being, but Tomohiro Ishii does still have one. And it was being wrenched at an incredibly awkward angle, but he powers his way out there, back up to a vertical basis. Incoming with a lariat. Brody King had him well scouted and able to capitalize, bringing his weight down on the back of Ishii's head right there. Orlando, not exactly with a positive reaction to Brody King in this contest thus far. But King is doing all that he can to maintain control in this contest. Back goes Tomohiro Ishii from the ropes. And here goes Brody King again now. That big forearm of his coming down on the back of Ishii and just taking all the wind out of him, taking him off his feet, and then taking some more wind out of him when he runs at him full force in the turnbuckle. All of his pressure being pushed against him. Massive sit-out bomb now from Brody King. Deadlifted him for it. The cover is made. The shoulders up in time at 2. I wonder, did the words of Kazuchika Okada rile up these two men even more? As if they didn't need more riling up. Did that, though, make a difference? Look out. Oh, what a chop. Oh, you could hear the scintillating sting of that one as a lariat comes in from Ishii. But King shrugs it off, and a lariat of his own. Ishii doesn't come off his feet, but he does to a massive big boot. Look out now. Axe hand, that forearm again coming down there on the back. And again, a submission hold here from Brody King. Cloverleaf's locked in here. Look at how awkward the back of Tomohiro Ishii is stretched here. Look at how painful that hold is being locked in. Great power, though, by Tomohiro Ishii to force his way out, even with the heavy. Brody King sitting down on his back. And things are turning around for the Stone Pitbull right now. It was a slow start, but Ishii coming out of the gate here and starting to swing in the turnbuckle. Another lariat. And look out, up and down he goes. Tomohiro Ishii just toying around with Brody King right then and there. Went for a smack. King countered, hits him in the throat there with a throat chop. Oh no. Oh no, this is not a good place to be. Ishii, though, kicks his way free from that top rope and shoves his head into the chest of Brody King. Ishii fired up now. Feeling the momentum. Here we go. Lariat! Lariat from Ishii. Hook of the leg. There's 1. There's 2. It's only 2.5. But what a lariat it was from Ishii as well. And now looking to have finished it all off. Vertical drop brainbuster. Not happening. King counters. These two guys throwing lumps out of one another already. Ishii goes flying across the ring courtesy of Brody King and plants him into the mat to go along with it. Oh, here we go. Look at the strength again of King. He may have taken some punishment, but he makes it look so easy regardless. Deadlift, gut wrench, sit out, power bomb, and he almost won the global title with it as well. Ishii now in big trouble. All-seeing eye may be on its way. Brody King has the arm here. Maybe wasn't thinking all-seeing eye. Maybe was just planning another move instead. But Ishii able to fight his way out there. Body blows gets him free. And in the turnbuckle again, and another lariat. You know, with an Ishii match, there's going to be some lariats and some forearms, but my oh my, is he delivering them at a rapid rate right now. Drill claw! Harkening back to his old rivalries with the Machine Brian Cage. Oh my goodness, well, I got a rope, Brody King was in the ropes, and he's back up on his feet, and he is smacking lumps into Tomohiro Ishii right now. Look out, bulldog counter there by Ishii, what a counter as well. And what a way we have kicked things off here at Takeover the End. Ishii working on those legs, yanking them back there. Tomohiro Ishii doing all that he can to try and finish off this match to retain that title with a big sit-out pile driver. Cover is made, the shoulders are pinned down again, but it's still not enough. Brody King able to get the shoulders up in time, and Ishii simply just cannot believe that that is the case. Look out, went for a forearm, thrust kick counter from Brody King instead, went for a big chop, no one there, but still Ishii maybe a bit too exhausted, maybe so much damage done to him that he couldn't capitalize in that moment. King now sends him off the ropes and right into a massive lariat. Uh-oh. This time, will this be the one? Will this be the one? All-seeing eye, there's no one home. The all-seeing eye couldn't catch Ishii in time. Oh, what a forearm shot from Ishii there. Making the most of it. What a headbutt as well. And now, Irish whip. Oh, Ishii looked like he went to duck under King and instead just hit his elbow. Back suplex. No! King folds his weight over there on Ishii. Cross body comes down instead. It is going down to the wire between these two men. Either could win it. We just don't know who. We just don't know who's going to take this contest, but what I do know is that it's been a simply incredible one. Just dropped him off that torture rack position. And now, German suplex. And what a German suplex it was as well from Brody King. Could it be the beginning of the end for Ishii's title reign? Big boot, no one home. Lariat in the back of the head. Lariat in the back of the head from Ishii. Headbutt from him as well. Stone Pitbull hasn't died. Ishii now. Oh, good God. Oh, my God. Perching him a pie. And bombs him down into the mat. What a move there from Ishii. All power behind it. And even more behind this one. Up he goes. Vertical drop. Brain buster. Ishii got every last bit of it. There was no fear towards Brody King. Heel hooked the leg. Tomohiro Ishii retains the global title. The last ever NXT Global Champion is none other than the Stone Pitbull himself. Ishii has done it. The title is presented to him after a war between both men. And here is your final champion. Ishii does it in Orlando. Ishii with a big, bright future ahead of him. Well, we are 0 for 1 on title changes this evening, but if there was a match with a title, if you had to ask me, is most likely to change hands, this is the one. And I'm not saying that because it's a fatal four-way match. I'm saying that because this woman is in it. Shayna Baszler, in my opinion, is more dominant than any other woman on NXT, more dominant than any other woman on SmackDown Live. The only force I know of that is more dominant than Shayna Baszler is Trifecta, and that is not a mean thing to say to Shayna Baszler. She has been on a tear since she should have won the NXT Women's Championship at TakeOver Brooklyn. She has been on a tear since then, and she has been unstoppable in every sense of the words. But now tonight is the last chance. She shares the ring with Toni Storm, Charlotte, and the NXT Women's Champion, Io Shirai. This is the do or die for Shayna Baszler. She's beaten Io Shirai. She beat her on the last episode of NXT. And now she has to make that count here tonight. She has to make it the win that she wants. Because if she doesn't do it now, she'll never get the chance to do it again. But remember, for as much as she wants to be NXT Women's Champion, she is not alone in that talking point. Plenty of others want the title as well. And here is one of those women, Charlotte, making her way towards the ring right now. She beat Wwe 2K19 to qualify to get here. Remember, Raw SmackDown is going to call these two women. There's no doubt about it. They have a future for all four women. Right now, more than ever, they only care about what's in front of them, not what is in the future. They only care about taking the NXT Women's Championship and making it theirs, which absolutely is no easy feat given the caliber of talent we've got in this ring. Charlotte ready here to go. She's had a bit of a character change as well ever since she was taken out of the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So we await the arrival of the third participant in this contest. The one coming in, unfortunately for her case, with arguably the lowest momentum really, with kind of the underdog in this one, is Toni Storm. You had to ask me, the favorite is Shayna Baszler, and there's no doubt about it in my mind. Then I'd go Io Shirai, because she's the champion. Then I'd go Charlotte. And then I'd say Toni Storm is an underdog. She lost to Shayna Baszler 2 weeks ago, and she lost to Charlotte last week as well. It's not been a good... I mean, she beat Candice LeRae to get here, but it's not been a good road since she got here. That is the problem for Toni Storm, and that is what she needs to turn around here tonight. All three challengers standing at ringside or in the ring because they await the arrival of this one, of this woman, the one with the biggest target on her back, the one with the gold around her waist that they all want to take and make as their own. It is the genius of the sky herself. It is Io Shirai who makes her way out here this evening. Can she hold on in this precarious predicament? Remember, she drove Trifecta out of NXT back at TakeOver New Orleans. She overcame Rhea Ripley in TakeOver Chicago. She escaped with the NXT Women's Championship by the skin of her teeth at TakeOver Brooklyn. And will she have to do the same here tonight to make sure that she holds on to that title? We are going to find out here. Second title match of the evening. The global title's already been retained. What will happen with the women's title? Shayna Baszler, Charlotte, Toni Storm, and Io Shirai. The last NXT Women's Champion is standing in this ring, and we're going to find out just who it's going to be. So let's watch the chaos unfold as Storm and Baszler go after one another here. Toni Storm with a little bit of a revenge, I imagine, given the fact that the last time her and Baszler were sharing a ring, she had to be locked in the Ace of Spades clutch even after she had tapped out to it. So let's see what will transpire right now. Crowd is hyped for this one, though. They know there's been a lot of build for this, and they may well be seeing an inevitability in Shayna Baszler leaving as NXT Women's Champion. I hate to be that down about it and count down everyone else's chance of winning this, but that's just the way I see it. Shayna Baszler is unstoppable right now. Big smack into the corner there. Look out here, Toni Storm sees the chance, but Shayna Baszler comes up with the counter up and over the top rope. And Charlotte goes to the outside. Let's see what will happen here. Oh, nice jawbreaker in the ring by Shayna Baszler. Knee in the face on the outside by Io Shirai. The match can't end on the outside. You can't win it on the outside, but you can sure as hell lose it, that's for certain. In the corner, what a knee there. You hear the thud of it from Baszler. Saito suplex on Toni Storm, who will roll out of the ring, and Baszler will go right after the NXT Women's Champion here. So too will Charlotte. The two queens ganging up on one another, and they had plenty to say about one another on NXT as well. As Charlotte now gets met with a knee, she rolls out of the ring, and that leaves Baszler and Shirai alone here to continue where they left off, not only at TakeOver Brooklyn, but on NXT as well. Remember, last week on NXT, there was no there was no excuses for the loss for Io Shirai. She tapped as clean and as fair as it got. She got locked in the Ace of Spades clutch. There was no underhanded tactic to build her up to that point. She got locked in it and she tapped. And if it happens again here tonight, and if she taps again, she loses the NXT Women's Championship. Storm and Shirai going to the outside here. Meanwhile in the ring, the two queens will lock on, the Queen of Spades and the Queen herself in Charlotte, who is working over the leg of Shayna Baszler right now. Look out, there's a hip toss on the outside. In the ring, meanwhile, there's a cover. Only a 1 count there off a leg crank by Charlotte. Crowd enjoying that, Rue, but they may have enjoyed watching Charlotte getting a bit of an uppercut in the face instead by Toni Storm as well. Shirai recovering on the outside. Baszler slowly getting up to her feet in the ring. Counter mutilation, and oh! Knees into the gut there from Shirai to break that hold. That's innovative. Oh, here goes Shirai now. Big running kick in the chest. Massive knee from Toni Storm as well. She might be thinking strong zero. Not happening. As Shirai puts the brakes on it there and denies that from transpiring. Here goes Io Shirai with a drop kick there. And Toni Storm rolling out of the ring. Look out now. Io Shirai will drive her down into the mat. Charlotte in big trouble. This could be the prime opportunity for Shirai to go for the moonsault. But Baszler was getting up to her feet too soon, maybe. Shirai having control over Charlotte. Baszler up to her feet, misses with the knee. Gets a big back elbow in though. These two women trading back and forth with one another. They know each other well enough now. They know the counters to one another's games. Back elbow there. Dragon screw from Toni Storm. Shirai will plant her weight down onto the chest of Shayna Baszler. Massive forearm meanwhile from Toni Storm as well. Could Storm look for strong zero in on Shirai? No, she's going to cave a hole into her chest with vicious stomps instead. Here we go. Toni Storm, she's going to look for it. Is she going to get all of it? Strong zero! But she shouldn't have gone for the cover. Shayna Baszler was on her feet, bright as day. Oh, look out. Clothesline counted there by Shayna Baszler, and now just driving the throat of Toni Storm into that middle rope there. Dragon screw now. Spear from Charlotte onto Baszler. Everyone down but Charlotte. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon because Baszler's up to her feet again. And a huge high kick takes Charlotte down. German suplex. No. Baszler shuts it down its tracks. And gets a jawbreaker in right after it as well. Rolls to the outside here, does the champion. Toni Storm up to her feet. Now coming back in the ring. Shayna Baszler trying to just control this match. Look at, she's just trying to keep everyone down. She's trying to keep everyone hurt. Oh, big knee in the face there to Charlotte. Look to take out her leg from behind there, but Charlotte coming up the counter. Shirai down. The challenger's fighting in the ring right now. What a chop. But Baszler comes back with one of her own. High kick takes Charlotte down. She will go charging out of the ring, courtesy of Toni Storm. Up and way over she went. Massive running knee from Storm. She'll cover. Is this going to win her the title? There's two. There's the kick out. And Shirai is going to the top rope. Does Toni Storm see it as well? Toni Storm wants strong zero again. Baszler coming back in the ring though and denying that from happening. Shirai, I think, wanted the moonsault, but there was too much traffic going on. Clothesline counted there by Toni Storm. Shirai on the top rope. Incoming. Here we go from Shirai now. Moonsault from Shirai. She hooks the leg. Worst decision possible. The ring crowded, but she goes right after Toni Storm and drives her into the mat. Shayna Baszler throwing Charlotte out of the ring now. Shirai getting too confident. She didn't realize who was behind her. And it was Baszler. The Ace of Spades clutch is locked in. It's locked in. It's locked in. Charlotte's down. Storm's not getting up to her feet. Will she tap you? The inevitable has happened. Shayna Baszler has won the NXT Women's Championship. I said she was the favorite for the reason. I said she was the dominating force of NXT for a reason. And she just proved it. The Queen of Spades has won it. She was the favorite heading in, and she heads out as the final ever NXT Women's Champion. She has done it here in Orlando. What missed her at TakeOver Brooklyn has been achieved at TakeOver the End. Your final NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler. But the action never stops at TakeOver the End, because it simply doesn't have time to. So please will you welcome from ECW for the open challenge of the evening, the television champion himself, John Cena, in the building. Cena said it on ECW, incredibly disappointed by the open challenge that came his way from Christopher Daniels. He ran at him. Cena hit the AA. That was it. So Cena said, you will see me at TakeOver the End. And what a chance this is for whoever steps up to the plate, because not only are they securing themselves with a contract, but they are getting themselves the chance to be the television champion. Cena now, I believe, on 12 title defenses. And he will it be unlucky for some number 13 here tonight? Or will that number plague him? And will he lose the title to whomever steps up to the plate here tonight? You could see someone like Jonathan Gresham step up. You could see someone like EC3, MJF. There are so many names that could step up to the plate here, and doubly so, there are so many names that could give Cena a run for his money. If you've watched ECW, you've seen the incredible title matches he's had with the likes of Tyler Bate, Chris Jericho, Cedric Alexander. And he's going to have another incredible one here tonight. That is what I'm talking about. You are speaking my language. It is Jeff Cobb. Now that is what I'm talking about. Oh yes. Oh yes, indeed. Cobb to take the challenge here and look to become ECW Television Champion. This is just the guy I wanted. And we all got, in my opinion, the best outcome. Cobb stepping up to the plate. What a chance this is for this man to go straight to ECW as ECW Television Champion. Because let's be honest, if he wins here tonight, it's the only place he can go, especially if he's got that belt around his waist as well. John Cena has been putting himself through grueling title matches every single week, sometimes even twice a week. But he'll do it again here tonight for the love of the crowd, for the love of that title, and for the love of NXT as well. The ECW Television title up for grabs. Jeff Cobb looking to be the champion. And there is the champion himself. Focused, dialed in, determined, and not backing down for a moment here this evening. He has the eyes, he has the focus, he has the determination of a champion. But at the end of this match, will he still be the television champion? We are gonna find out in just a few moments' time. Referee hoisting the belt up in the air there. Both men back up to their respective corners. And so here we'll go. Jeff Cobb, John Cena. What a match we are having come our way. This is great. This is great already. Jeff Cobb has been in the ring with some of the biggest names in NXT history. He's been in the ring with Tyler Bate. He's been in the ring with Brian Cage. He's been in the ring with Jay Lethal, Tomohiro Ishii. He's been in the ring with so many of them. And here tonight, he will look to make one hell of an impact. He will look to try and leave as champion, trying to pull it off as soon as possible there. But Cena raising his shoulder with a count of 2 there. Like I said, though, Cena's been through so many title matches against the likes of Bate, Jericho, Cedric Alexander, Triple H, Baron Corbin. The list does indeed go on and on. So how much damage has it done to Cena's body? I'm asking this every single week because I think it's becoming more and more apparent every single week as well. The more he defends this title, the more punishment he is taking. Massive strikes there from Cobb, who is in control here in the early goings. Great counter made there, however, by Cena. Backs up Cobb in the corner, getting some shots in the gut here. Quite a few of them for good measure, and a running knee follows up as well. Both these guys are incredibly strong athletes. Both these guys do stuff you may not expect. Jeff Cobb, though, takes it to a whole nother level. This guy can do a moonsault, this guy can do a shooting star press, and he looks like that. Cover made from Cena off of that facebuster. Only gets the count of 2, however. So both men trading 2 counts in the early stages of this matchup thus far. Let's see what will transpire from here on out. Cena gets counted. In the corner he'll go. Oh, what an uppercut from Jeff Cobb. I'm sure we'll see the athleticism of him later on, but right now we're going to just get to see the power, and what power it is. Dead lift, gut wrench suplex from Jeff Cobb. Look out now off the ropes. Look for a clothesline. Uranagi slam instead. Comes in from Cena on that one. Big right hand, clocked. Cobb with all of that one. And again, Cobb getting rung with these right hands now, but he comes back with an overhand left. Quick right. Right in the back of the head once more. Jeff Cobb doing damage on the back and the neck so far. And more damage being done on the back there. That powerbomb lung blower. Cover is made. Kick out at 2 from Cena. Cobb thought he had him there, shake of the head, disbelief. It certainly ended up being the case that he only got 2 with it. What a forearm shot there from Cobb. And a chop as well. You can just hear the thuds and the smacks of those maneuvers echoing around the arena here in Full Sail. Knee in the gut by Cena. Here we go. He'll take it to the top rope right now. Cena looking to take a big risk. It's paid off in the past, but it also hasn't. It's backfired on him as well, and it'll backfire once more. Cobb catches him with ease. The former Olympian proving why he was on such a grand stage. What a suplex from Cobb. Brushed it off. Made it look easy. May have just won himself the television title with it. Oh, it's a kick out at 2 from Cena. Cena slow up to his feet. Cobb arguing with the referee for a period of time that enabled that to happen. In the corner we go once more here. Look out here. Cena in a precarious predicament. Kicks his way out. He's on top. This time he'll get all of the crossbody. This time he'll hook the leg. Will he retain the television title? Oh. Kick out at 2 instead. Shoulder raised up in time nearby. Jeff Cobb on that one. Impressive kick out from Cena. From Cobb. And he's been impressing throughout this matchup as well. Cena, though, giving Cobb some hard shots here. Overhand right. Cobb will not back up against the ropes, however. But, oh, look at the counter from Cobb here. Great. Gut-wrench suplex. Pulled that one off. Pulled that one out of the bag when it looked like Cena was about to nail a big move on him. Again in the corner. A massive uppercut comes in for Cena to do a shooting star press headbutt. And another one. And he'll go for the cover. Back to back. Shooting star press headbutts. This man isn't human in so many ways. But the shoulder's up in time from Cena. Cobb now. He'll line himself up again. Gachimuchi moonsault. Hook of the leg made by Cobb. Cover. Kick out. Cobb thought he had it all well and done there. Not the case. Even after those incredible feats of athleticism, Cena still standing. Look out, another power bomb. Oh, down on the knees once more. Cena's back must be screaming in agony. Irish whip off the ropes, up on the shoulders here. Trouble for Cena. Nope. Impact DDT gets him out of it. Nice elevated DDT from Cena there. He's going to look for the AA. He's going to look for the AA. He got it for Cobb's shoulders, and now he's going to look to plant Cobb into the mat on his own, but Cobb will get off his shoulders as well. Trading counters there in the same predicament. Cobb in again with another gut-wrench suplex that Cena is powerless to prevent. Oh no. Oh my God. Here we go. Cobb's going to go top rope. Look out below. Shooting star press gets knees. And Cena incoming now. Here comes his feat of athleticism. Code red from Cena. Covers made. Shoulders down. Oh, counter two. So close to it being 3 again. These guys producing another incredible bout for that television title. Cena proving why you cannot afford to miss these open challenges. Look out here. Cobb in position. Split-legged moonsault from Cobb. Are you serious? I should be saying that about a guy like Cedric Alexander. Not about a guy like Jeff Cobb. Oh, he's going to go even further with it, isn't he? He's going to go even further with it. Jeff Cobb will fly. You are right, Orlando. You are right. What a matchup this has been. Cobb taken to the skies and all of his weight clearing the top rope and coming down on Cena for good measure. Back in the ring now. Cobb lines it up. Elbow drop on the back of Cena. There's no fight in Cena. There's no response from him. It could be all over in the blink of an eye. Shooting star press from Cobb. And could that be the all-important finishing blow? There's 2, but Cena again. Again he kicks out at 2. And Cobb brings him up to his feet, but Cena hasn't given up yet. Still plenty of fight in the champion. Stunner from the second round from Cena. And he finds fire within him, where others would let their flame die out. Here goes Cena. Shoulder charge. Another one for good measure. Lining it up. Ducks the punch. Spin out. Back suplex. Cobb in a world of trouble. Cobb in the middle of the ring. And Cobb about to experience the 5-knuckle shuffle from Cena. 1 move to go. Attitude adjustment awaits victory for John Cena. No, it doesn't. He's going to line him up. He's going to go for a crossbody again. He thinks he has to do more to finish off Cobb, and Cobb caught him. Cobb caught him again. Look out here. Samoa drop from Jeff Cobb. What a counter. Held him that entire time. And now, sit-out powerbomb from Cobb as well. Good God. Cena taking all the punishment. And Cobb might be about to take the title from him. Tour of the Islands. 1, 2, surely 3, but no. Cena kicks out again, but Cobb hasn't faded either. There's still plenty of fight in Jeff Cobb. And if this guy wanted to prove why he deserved to step up to the plate, why he deserved to challenge for the title, and why he has such a bright future ahead of him, he's just done it. What a series of uppercuts in the corner, and now to the opposite one. Oh, Cena will move out of the way. Cena will move out of the way there. And Cena brings him in. And attitude adjustment from Cena. 1, 2, John Cena. Unlucky for some. Number 13. What a match, though. What a fight Jeff Cobb brought to the table. What a test he gave John Cena. But in the end, Cena does it again. 13 defenses. 5 to go, and he ties the record of all time with Seth Rollins. And I'll be honest, I talk week in and week out about him looking like he's in trouble. But week in and week out, he looks fine. He looks like he's showing no signs of going slow. What a fight from Jeff Cobb. What a match we saw. But once again, Cena retains. And coming up next, there is absolutely a contest where everyone is going to be hoping that we don't see another title being retained. It's our rematch of TakeOver Brooklyn. It is L.I.J against the New Foundation. Cast your minds back to TakeOver Brooklyn, when L.I.J, who had just won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, were contending and competing for the NXT Tag Team Titles. It was believed that they were going to win, that they were going to wipe the floor with these two men. That didn't happen. New Foundation put up a great fight, but it looked like L.I.J were going to win it. Bret Hart provided the distraction. Noam Dar provided the low blow. And with it, the win for the New Foundation. Brooklyn almost rioted at that moment. There was almost a riot breaking out in the Barclays Center. But here tonight, no one wants a repeat of last time. The New Foundation are a phenomenal team, don't get me wrong. But I think everyone wants to see new tag team champions. Everyone wants to see these two men make it happen. And everyone wants to see justice and revenge for TakeOver Brooklyn. Who will be the final NXT Tag Team Champions? We are looking to find out. Both tag teams, of course, have a bright future ahead of them. They're safe. They're going to another brand. But it's all about the gold here tonight. The future is not what these two guys are looking towards. It is the present, the here, the now. And the tag team titles. Evil and Sonata have victories over them in singles contests. Evil beat Noam Dar, I believe, and it was Sonata who beat Tony Nese. Can they make it happen again here tonight in a tag team matchup this time to win those belts? And that is not a positive reaction at all for these two men and the man who accompanies them. Listen to that for these two. Bret Hart and his New Foundation of Noam Dar and Tony Nese. These two men seemed lost on NXT a number of months ago, but Bret Hart said he believed that there were two men on the brand who were the future of tag team wrestling. And he was on about these two men. He found them, and look what happened. Honestly, he couldn't have been more right, because look at what these two men have done since forming as a tag team. How quickly they won the NXT Tag Team Titles. How they'll look to hold on to it again here tonight to cause even more, even greater frustrations for all in attendance. So we are going to find out just what will happen here tonight. A good look from both men there as they prepare for this contest. Evil and Sonata want to make it happen. They don't want to see history repeat itself. They don't want to feel a low blow again. But these two guys would love to make a repeat of it. I imagine the referee's eyes are going to be even more honed into what's going to take place in this contest. Even more locked to what we see from the actions of Bret Hart and Noam Dar and Tony Nese as well, to make sure there's no cheating, no underhanded tactics, and that the winner is determined in a fair and clean standard. So here we go. Evil and Sonata, Noam Dar and Tony Nese, L.I.J, the New Foundation. Bell rings, tag team titles are up for grabs. And no surprise, there is no intent of a Colonel tie-up between these two men. Evil and Noam Dar starting things off. And Evil is coming right out of the gates with nothing but swinging shots for Noam Dar, who will come back with some counters of his own. Good uppercut there, but Evil didn't come off his feet from it. In the turnbuckle, he'll send him. Oh, big drop kick. And a knee in the face. Noam Dar exploding out of the gates here as well. Strong start from the New Foundation early on. Tag is made here. In comes Tony Nese now. Snap man. Big kick in the back as well from Noam Dar. So now it's the premier athlete who's the legal man in this contest. Let's see what Nese will do in the ring here. Let's see what he can make happen. We'll send him in the turnbuckle. Flying forearm. And the tag team champions, perhaps frustratingly, are getting the better start here. Look at this now. Nese talking down as Evil lays on the mat. Talking trash about him, I imagine. But he's still got to stay focused if he wants to leave with those NXT Tag Team titles. If Bret Hart wants to see what he believes the future of tag team wrestling, showing why he has named them such. And Tony Nese right now all over Evil. Maybe I spoke too soon. There's a counter made by Evil finally. And let's see. Oh no, the King of Darkness will just send him into the turnbuckle instead. Tag made in comes Cold Skull now. Sonata the legal man. Big boot right in the gut. It's a big weekend, of course, for members of the group known as L.I.J. You have the two men who are calling themselves L.I.J. right now in Evil and Sonata. And then you have the old members in Hiromu Takahashi and Tetsuya Naito looking, of course, in Naito's case, to capture the the ECW Championship, at No Way Out from Johnny Gargano. Right now, though, Tony Nese and Sonata in the ring. Oh, look at that there from Nese. Just out of reach. And Nese will make it pay. Big boot. Spinning heel kick from him as well. That's what makes the premier athlete so dangerous. The moves he's able to put together in that ring are outstanding. And he'll send Sonata way away from his turnbuckle. And into the turnbuckle with Noam Dar here. Dar back in. Scottish Supernova as the legal man once again. And a stomp on the arm from Noam Dar as well. So let's see what will happen here with Noam Dar right now. In position. Sonata on his knees and drilled into the mat with that DDT. Vicious move there from Noam Dar. And again, Dar working over with these strikes. First it was to Evil. Now it's to Sonata. From behind, German suplex. Great bridge follows up. Is it all she wrote for L.I.J? The shoulders are up in time at the count of 2. Sonata able to raise the shoulders up there, and Noam Dar not able to put him away, but the champions are looking great so far. It does have to be said. They are driving this contest right now. They are controlling it. L.I.J only really getting in smatterings of offense, I think the best way to say it is. Nice forearm in the face there from Sonata. Hard forearm shot again. Big right hand there takes Noam Dar off his feet. Sonata brings him right back up to them. Sends him into that turnbuckle with great tenacity. And he'll come recoiling back into a suplex. Tony Nese wanting in here. Will he get it? Yes, he will. Nese the legal man right now. Here we go. Nese comes in with a lariat on Sonata. And another one. Tony Nese fired up, ready and raring to go. Trio of lariats. And the cover is made as he put him away here. Oh, the shoulders up in time at the count of 2. What a trio of lariats, though, that came raining down from Tony Nese right there. This is why this guy really is the heavy hitter of the team. Why he does so much to help his team get the win. He really is I don't want to say he's carrying Noam Dar, but he is the one who does the majority in this contest. And I think that's the idea of the tag team. Nese does a lot of heavy lifting because he's so damn good at it as well. Noam Dar is a great joint manipulator, it must be said. But right now, Noam Dar isn't in the ring. It's Evil and Tony Nese. Suplex driver from Evil, but Nese getting the shot at the count of 1 there. That didn't go the way L.I.J wanted it to. Counter made. Spinning heel kick comes in again from Tony Nese, though. And once again, Evil derailed. Momentum gone. New Foundation in control. And Bret Hart loving every minute of it. What a super kick there. And the tag is made now. In comes Noam Dar once again. Double back elbows into the chest of Evil. Sonata wants in. Well, look at that. Noam Dar forcing Evil to stare at Sonata as he works him over there, as he works over the arm. And now it's Evil who's going to get his head driven into the mat, courtesy of a DDT. Look out now. Noam Dar talked about his joint manipulation. Here we go. Submission hold applied. Look at how far he is wrenching back that jaw of Evil. Look at the damage that's being done in that moment. Look at all the pain that Evil is in. Is he going to tap? Yeah, I thought he was for a moment there, but it wasn't the case. Powers his way out. Back up to a vertical basis here. Simple and effective DDT on Noam Dar. Like his hook. Have they won the tag team titles with it? No, the shoulders up in time for a 2 from Dar. Evil goes to work here. Evil in control right now. May well be Sonata about to retake control here. Tag is made. A lot of tags in this contest thus far. And oh, there's the joint manipulation again. Drop kick in the knee. Trying to push it backwards there, and that can just break your knee instantly. Can shatter it. Drop kick from Dar. And now driving the knee into the face of Sonata. No respect shown from Dar, but you didn't expect any either after all that these sides have been through. Look out, power bomb, got all of it. Great power bomb as well from Dar, who's going uncharacteristically to the top rope here. Elbow drop, but there's no one home. Sonata moved out of the way, but Dar is still staying in control here. Dar doing great work in this shift right now. Have to admit it. He's really taking it to Sonata right now. And look out, there's a neck breaker. And then some. See what will happen now. It's Dar sending Sonata in the corner. It's the tag made into Tony Nese, the New Foundation. I said earlier on they were able to control the match. They were able to control what was going on in the ring over the challengers, and they're still doing it in this contest. They are such a well meshed together tag team. They are just making magic happen in that ring right now. Evil and Sonata just cannot seem to click as much as the New Foundation are doing right now. Sonata finally in with a counter and a backbreaker. It takes Tony Nese off his feet, and it may give Sonata the much needed chance to tag in here. No, instead he comes in with a running back elbow. Evil swipes the leg there, and a back suplex comes in, as now Evil is the legal man in this contest. That was a much needed tag, and it happened. Evil in position now on the shoulders. Could we be seeing it incoming? Darkness falls from Evil. Darkness falls. Cover is made. Legs are hooked. And a kick out from Tony Nese. Noam Dar planted face first into the mat, however, by Sonata. Sent outside of the ring here. Dar rolling out of the ring from the impact. And he could be in big trouble. Huge corner splash from Evil there. Bret Hart on the outside. He is pacing, frantically pacing around Noam Dar. He is desperate for him to get to his feet, but it doesn't look like there's life in Noam Dar, and there might not be much life left in the New Foundation. Here we go. Magic Killer. And Sonata goes right to the top rope. They see the chance of a lifetime in front of them. This is for Brooklyn. Moonsault from Sonata. 1, 2. They've done it. L.I.J NXT Tag Team Champions. Los Ingobernables de Japón. The final NXT Tag Team Champions. They have done it. What escaped them at Brooklyn is their treasure here tonight. Your winners, Evil, Sonata, the Tag Team Champions. Finally, it's theirs. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the final match in NXT history. The rivalry that is built up over many months to lead to this. Take over the end. Jay Lethal, The Miz, the NXT Championship. The somber tone can set in as we have arrived at the final match for NXT. But what a night we've had here. Incredible matches all over the place. The appearance of Kazuchika Okada to rile everyone up. And now we await to see who will be the last NXT champion. Jay Lethal and The Miz, they didn't like one another from the moment The Miz arrived on NXT. And then the problems only boiled and boiled and boiled on their way to take over Brooklyn, here to take over the end. Jay Lethal became the #1 contender to the NXT Championship in a Battle Royal. The Miz believed, who was last eliminated in that Battle Royal by Lethal, that Lethal cheated to win it. And Lethal just said, fine, I'm sick of talking to you, so let's fight it out instead. They had a #1 contenders match, essentially. If The Miz won, he would take Lethal's space in that match against Brian Cage. And The Miz won, albeit by blatant cheating with the use of brass knuckles. However, NXT General Manager Logan Wayne added Lethal back to the match. It was a triple threat match at TakeOver Brooklyn, and when it seemed like Brian Cage was going to win the title, The Miz cracked the machine in the back of the head with a steel chair, covered Lethal to win the NXT Championship, to rub salt in the wound for Jay Lethal. From that moment on, they've been in a beeline for one another for that NXT Championship. We have seen Miz once in the Hammerstein Ballroom since he won the belt. He refused to appear at the Hammerstein Ballroom all the way up until TakeOver, the end, all the way up until this past edition of NXT, when he was talking to Lethal, or we thought he was talking to Lethal from his new film in Hollywood, when in reality it was a pre-tape. He stood behind him, he nailed him with the belt, and laid him out with a skull-crushing finale. The Miz is here this evening, alone. No Maurice at his side, maybe to silence any doubts that he can win this match by himself. The Miz making his way out here with a title around his waist, and let's see what will happen. I am looking forward to seeing what is gonna happen here. The Miz and Lethal absolutely despise one another. They absolutely have no respect for one another. They have no adoration for one another. They have nothing nice to say to one another. And in just a few moments' time, there will be nothing to say to one another. It will be all about the fighting. It will be all about the war that they will wage in this ring for the NXT Championship. It is all about those bragging rights over their most bitter rival, to be able to say, not only was I the last ever NXT champion, but I beat you to make it happen. This is an absolute do or die for Jay Lethal. He needs this more than anything else. He needs to beat The Miz. Will he do it, though? That is the question. He stands there ready. He eyes up the champion. He needs this. He craves it. And as he soaks in the reaction from the crowd, he could be minutes away from it. But so too, of course, could this man. He stole his way into the opportunity, and he is looking to steal all of the headlines away from Lethal, looking to leave as the last ever NXT champion, looking to break the heart of Jay Lethal and leave a sour taste, really, for NXT if he looks to retain the title in the same way that he won it, in the same way that he got here. If Miz wins this with no cheating whatsoever, then he deserves to be the final NXT champion. It's Jay Lethal. It's The Miz. It's the NXT title. It's the final match here for NXT. It's TakeOver the end. And here we go between these two bitter, hated rivals. Oh, Miz already trying to act cocky. Did you think that turning your back on Jay Lethal would be the smartest move possible? Because it absolutely wasn't the case. Lethal coming in here with hard shots. He is not wanting to skip a beat here. He wants to get in this ring and get it over and done with as soon as possible. Right away, you can see that Lethal has absolute hatred boiling through his veins right now. Misses the dropkick in the corner, and that could be Miz's chance to take charge here. Oh, look at those kicks, repeating into the chest there of Jay Lethal early on. Lethal in a bit of trouble now as the A-lister himself looks to take charge. So let's see what will happen here. What will Miz have to do to beat Lethal? How will he have to break him down to try and get that skull-crushing finale? And if Lethal does look for the Lethal injection. Is there going to be any sign of a fight from The Miz? Is he going to be able to stop it? Is he going to be able to find a counter to it? Or is he just going to have to take the shot and that's it? Wait a minute. Jay Lethal, this early on, is he going to take this big of a risk? Lethal going to fly. Oh, The Miz had it scouted. Smacked him in the face. He hopes it's the end already. He covers him. He looks to put him away, but it's only the count of one. Lethal looked for it too soon. He tried too early, and the counter was there, prime and ready from The Miz, who comes in with a big boot to a seated Jay Lethal. I think with how much these two guys hate one another, I think they're going to be finding an extra edge within them, an extra limit within them. I think they're not going to be looking for a 5-minute sprint here. They're going to be... They want to wage war. They want to hurt one another. More than anything, really. So this one, I don't think is going to be... Like I said, I don't think it's going to be a 5-minute affair. This is going to take time for all the damage and the pain they want to cause to one another. Cutter made by Lethal there. Only gets the count of one. Doesn't have the run-up and the kind of drilling nature that the lethal injection does have. What's he going to look for here on the shoulders? Oh, another cutter! Jay Lethal, it seems, has been going to the school of Diamond Dallas Page for how to get all these cutters to break out. The cover's made. The shoulders up in time at 2. Lethal, though, in control right now. Miz in trouble. This is exactly what the challenger wants, to be in complete control of the NXT champion, to beat him, to silence him, and to show that he deserves this opportunity. He deserves to be the final NXT champion. Lethal deserves it, there's no doubt about it, but there's a difference between deserving it and making it happen. And tonight, he needs to make it happen. Absolutely. Kind of made there by The Miz. Kick right in the gut there from him. Left hand as well. Miz now going to work. What the hell are we going to see here? Using the ropes. Oh, to hit a set-out powerbomb. The cover is made. There's 2. That almost put him away. What a move there from The Miz, though. Innovative offense and then some being dialed up from The Miz. Oh, you can see Lethal just getting smacked with those left hands right now. Look out here. In comes those shots. And look out now. Big running kick in the chest. Lethal turning things around. Lethal retaking control in this contest right now and taking it all to The Miz. Putting The Miz in a state of trouble here. Look out, up and down you go. Not a good predicament for the champion to be in. Jay Lethal is firing on all cylinders right now, and he may have just won the NXT Championship with another cutter. Not the case, though. Shoulder up in time there. Lethal, though, for the first time in this contest, will go to the top rope. Let's see if the risk will pay off here for him. Oh, went for a diving headbutt, but no one was home. Head hit mat. And a neck breaker from The Miz comes in instead. Stomped him right in the head there. The Miz just honing down on Jay Lethal and just going to work as best he pleases. Chin lock applied now. Stitched in here, working down the head and the neck, I imagine, for the extra damage and the devastation that the skull-crushing finale can do. Oh, look out here. Kind of made by Lethal, though. Nice way to get out of it as well. Pulled the leg out from underneath The Miz. And now, starting to get some strikes going. Hard chop in the chest, my goodness. Lethal again will go to the top rope. Didn't work out the way he wanted it to the first time. What about the second time round? Oh, Miz getting up to his feet here. Lethal eyeing it up. Sees the chance. Double X handle comes down. Momentum swinging back and forth in this contest. Neither man really able to run away with this bout thus far. Doing all they can, though, to make sure that they can make that happen, that they can just take control of this contest and just put the hurt in their opponent for a long period of time. Oh, in the ring post there. The steel ring post goes. Jay Lethal, usually they're LED poles, but that is pure steel that Lethal's shoulder went right into. That could affect his ability to hit the lethal injection for all we know. Nice right hand from Lethal, and a discus forearm takes him off his feet as well. Lethal moves in now, another cover made. Desperate it seems to win off of any move he can get his hands on. Second rope now, great position to find himself in. Went for a massive elbow drop, but The Miz moved out of the way. And snapmare driver. Snapmare driver, and The Miz is looking to end it. He is looking for the skull-crushing finale. Oh, there's no one home. Counter made there. Great counter made by Lethal as well. Back suplex, got all of it. And here goes Lethal now. Is he thinking about that figure four? He most certainly is. He'll take the leg down. Figure four. Figure four locked in here. It is locked in the middle of the ring. Nowhere for The Miz to turn to. People have tapped to this move before. Could The Miz tap to it here tonight? Could Jay Lethal win the NXT Championship right here, right now? Miz is enduring the pain as best he can. And he's turning it. He's turning it around. He puts the pressure on the legs of Lethal, and he escapes the hold right then and there. Miz coming right back as well with a knee lift on Lethal. Look out now, in the turnbuckle we go. Face first, but Lethal able to shrug it off, able to fight back right away. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker comes down to The Miz as well. Jay Lethal just doing all that he can to try and hurt here, to try and finish off The Miz. Has up against the ropes. I thought he might have been planning the lethal injection. It seems as if instead he'll try again here. The Miz is lined up. Here we go. Suicide dive! Right into the barricade went The Miz. A steel barricade he went colliding into. Lethal in control on the outside. Is Lethal on his way to winning the title with that? Dumped him on the top turnbuckle as well. Throws him back in the ring now. Lethal, top rope here. Will it pan out the way he wants it to? Let's see. Here we go. Oh, to Macho Man. As he gets the elbow drop. And he gets every last bit of it. Could we see it? Could the lethal injection be on its way? Is it gonna happen? He's going to take him to the ropes. He's going to look for it, that's for certain. Oh, but The Miz, he knew it. He had it scouted. He countered it, and he's coming back right now. Flurry of strikes and a neck breaker takes Jay Lethal down. Miz coming back here. Up and over to the outside. Instead, back to the outside we go. Lethal had control when they were out here the last time, and he's going to do the same again here. A lot of damage can be done there with the barricades, with the steel steps. Definitely not a position you want to be in. Miz comes up with a counter with a hard kick in the gut right then and there. Into the barricade now goes Lethal. Head first into it as well. And his body going right into the steps to go along with it. Damage done there. Miz restarting the count for a moment. I think it was only up to 5, but he can do even more damage now. On the shoulders, and a snake eyes into that steel barricade. That cloth covering it gives no give. It doesn't hamper the blow any less. It's still as devastating as before. There's no soft landing to that one. The Miz knows it, and he hopes he's retained the title with it. Cover made, but again, the shoulders are up in time. Well, these guys, they're trying to do everything they can to put the other away. You really get the feeling of the grudge match in this one. You really get just how much they hate each other. And you can tell as well that they haven't expanded all their energy. They're still not moving at 100 miles an hour. And I think it's because they know they could wear themselves out and they could finish themselves off and be easy prey for the opponent. Big right hand from Lethal. Look out, back suplex. Oh, The Miz flips his way over, and now in with that twisting, looks like a neck breaker into a reverse DDT almost. Miz though has control right now. Look out here, another neck breaker for Jay Lethal to endure, and he's taken quite a few of them in this contest here. Oh, is it Miz? Is it Miz now who's going to look for the figure 4, I wonder? Well, he grabbed the leg, and that was about it. Look at the strength from Jay Lethal. Just threw him away right then and there. And the shots come raining in now. Lethal slamming Miz down onto the mat, but he needs more. I think both guys need more. I think this is the bit of the match where you need to pick up the pace, where you need to hit a big move and really cement your stranglehold on this contest. There's been plenty of nice moves, but there hasn't been a big move. There hasn't been a move that could shake the foundations of this match. We might be about to get it though. Lethal injection. Speak of a big move, and you get one. The lethal injection strikes. Miz could be done for. Lethal struck it out of nowhere. He hooks the leg. He makes the cover. And there is a 3. Lethal, a shocked expression on his face, and he'll go right for another figure 4 leg lock. He's desperate to finish him off, but the Miz had it scouted. The Miz knew. Oh my God, this is where the match picks up. You can see the sweat that has been exuded in this contest. You can see it on Jay Lethal's body. Just how much these guys have poured out to beat the other here this evening. Miz goes to the second rope now. Went for a double axe handle, but no one was home. Neck breaker from Lethal. And he'll go top rope again. He'll take the risk up high again. Will it pan out the way he wants it to, however? Calling the Miz to his feet. Let's see what'll happen here. Oh! Punched him right in the gut there off an attempted double axe handle. Miz had it red, and look out now. Miz with the it kicks in the middle of the ring, parrying Daniel Bryan as he nails all of them. Well, Miz might have been planning for them again there, but it was a counter made by Lethal. Up against the ropes, he could have looked for the lethal injection again. Miz, though, came up with a counter and a simple side headlock takedown, just trying to derail the momentum, trying to defuse Jay Lethal. The crowd not dying down, though, in this main event. They are geared up. They just want to see one of these men win it, and I think they all want to see Jay Lethal being the one to take the win here as well. Miz is not staying down. He is not making life easy whatsoever. Dragon suplex now. There's the bridge, and it's a great one. Is it over? No. No, it's not. No, it's not, and Lethal, I imagine, must be desperate for it to be over. He'll go to the top rope again. Is he going to look for a second elbow drop in this match? Yes, he will. But once again, no one's home. Miz moved out of the way, snap Miz him down, and quick as a cat in with a big boot. Don't know how. Oh, look at that fire from Lethal. The crowd loves it, but Miz spills him to the outside right then and there. These guys are just exhausted now, but they are still throwing everything they've got, every fiber of their being that remains, to trying to beat the other. Calling him to his feet here. Lethal may have planned for a springboard, decided against it. Top rope again. This time, he'll get the double axe handle. Macho Man inspired double axe handle as well. Lethal picks him up. There's a cutter. He'll pick him up again for a second cutter. Cutters galore. Miz moves out of the way, but 3 cutters. 3 of them in a row. And now, the figure 4. Maybe. No! Miz need him in the head. Drop kick from the Miz as well. How did that happen? How did the Miz endure a trio of cutters and is still able to hang on in there? Oh! Double-footed drop kick from the Miz as well. And now it's Miz's turn to go to the top rope. Miz will take the huge risk, but there's no one home. Next big move will win it. I have no doubt about it in my mind. Elbow in the back of the head from the Miz. Lethal counters. Big right hand. Another cutter from Lethal. And again he'll go up high. Again he'll take an almighty risk here. Is it worth it though, Lethal? No one home on the diving headbutt. Miz in from behind. Skull crushing finale. He gave up his back. He gave up his back, and Miz jumped right into it. Skull crushing finale. Is it all she wrote? Has the A-lister just done it? 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness! Lethal kicks at it too. Miz can't believe it. But it's do or die for Lethal, because the Miz is eyeing it up again. A second skull crushing finale. And all of a sudden, cheering has faded. But Miz isn't done. Miz isn't done here. A third skull crushing finale. 3 times Jay Lethal's head is driven into the mat by the Miz. He turns him over. He hooks the leg. The Miz retains. No cheating. No underhanded tactics. He did it. He did it. He beat Jay Lethal. And he leaves NXT as the final NXT champion. History has been written here tonight at Takeover the End. A memory for this brand that will never be forgotten. So many great memories in the past. So much to remember from this brand. But this is our final images. The Miz, your last ever NXT champion. To NXT Takeover the End and to NXT itself, thank you for the memories. Good night, everyone.